On it, Jay. Football for Life show. On it, Jay. Back in the house. Today we're looking at the Portuguese League. Just back after the FA Cup. So yeah, let's get right into it. And I'll take you through the top three. Mainly. So here we go. All these teams just back from the FA Cup. Sporting obviously won their game quite convincing against Tondela. Great win for my Portuguese team. Chavez at home. Chavez away from them. They should be able to get past them. Bottom of the league, this team, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I reckon it'll be a bit of an edgy one. Scrappy 2-1. Yeah, there we go. Chavez right there. Rock bottom. Sporting. If you don't win this game, sorry. I don't think it warrants a title challenge for you, even though we're top for now by a point over Benfica. So I'm going to go for edgy 2-1. I don't know why. I feel it's going to be not a smooth one. Quite rough, that. But yeah, main things to get the job done. Quite convincing, like I said, in the cup against Tondela. So there we go. That's I'm going to call it for 2-1. Portimonense against Farense. Farense doing pretty well. Surprising me as well. Just got promoted, I think, last season. They do sit 7th in the league. So from their standards, they seem to be pretty much overachieving. I think it will probably be a draw. I don't know why. I'm just going to go for probably a 1-0. Portimonense, like a bit of a roller coaster here and there. Depends on which one turns up. I haven't watched them too much, so to make too much of an assessment there. But I reckon it should be fine, I guess. But like I said at the start of the video, mainly looking at the top three teams. But since they're here on my screen, I might as well. Amadora on their trip to Barcelos, Gil Vicente. They do seem to be a tricky one at times at home. They've given Sporting quite a few problems as well in the past, if I'm not mistaken, that is. Because I do remember these long nights in Barcelos. Could it be another one? Sunday evening? I think it's Amadora probably get a draw. Yeah, Estrella 1-0 against Gil Vicente in Barcelos. Whilst we're at it as well, Boavista against Vizela. Boavista are very much underachieving. They should be in that top 6 given their history. I'm not impressed with them at all in this side. And they're sitting right on 11th. They shouldn't even be there. Mid-table for a team like that with so much history. I know it's been about 20 years since they won this title. And the only other team, I think, apart from the main three, to have actually won a Portuguese title. I know Belenenses did it. That was ages ago. Again, if I'm not mistaken, that is. But I think only 5 teams so far in the whole hierarchy have gone on and done it. So these lot shouldn't even be sitting where they are. At least they should be 6. Even if it's below Guimarães, who have really come up in the previous years. But top 6, anything there, maybe even 7th, but no excuses. So I haven't really got much faith in this team. At the minute, the way they're playing, they were quite good last season. I thought they were coming back to, at least where they used to be somehow in the top 5 or 6, but it doesn't seem that it's going to be the case now. I think they should still get past Vizela though. Vizela are a good team. They play quite attacking football. I like the way that they don't sit back ever since they got promoted 2-3 years ago. So I think that style of play may play into Vista's hands. They did really well, mind you, to get a point last week against Porto in the derby. So to get a point at home against a team that's challenging at the top of the table, which I'll come to that when we look into Porto. So that was a good result. I don't think they'll get it done here. Probably another point, so I'll go for another 1-0. Like I said, good result at home, even though they were down to 10 after that measly sending off by the referee, who had a shocker, by the way. But we'll get to that later. So I think Vizela, probably with the pressing game that they play, get a point. I changed my mind. I think I said 2-1 Boavista, but now I'm like, I don't know. I'll go for 1-0. Should be a good game. Not that I'll watch it, but we'll see. Who have we got here? Aruca against Victoria. Is that Guimarães by any chance? Just get the table up. It is Guimarães, yeah, because I know they sit 5th on the table. Yeah, Guimarães, as they say. Vitória Guimarães. Vitória in Portuguese means winning, by the way. It's like you're a winner. So I just found that out a few years ago myself. They've been on pretty good form. Ruka are like a up and down team, bit like a merry-go-round, just going round in circles. I think they'll stay up though. Their prospects look pretty good in terms of like relegation. But Guimarães sit comfortably in 5th at the minute, above Morientes. So I think on a Monday night, very late by the way, kickoff. I think they should just about get it done. I'm gonna go 3-1. It won't be like a comfortable, straightforward one. I've seen them play a few times. Their manager seems quite good as well. I mean, they beat Sporting, so we lost to them there 3-2. So, I mean, they should be getting it done. I don't see why not. So, I'm going to go 3-2 on that one. And then the next one we have, which I will delve into, is Casa against Famalicão. Famalicão looking quite good past few seasons, especially after surviving the drop. Looking back to where they used to be when they just got promoted about probably 4 or 5 seasons ago. I can't remember, probably more. Their football is very good. Casa have done really well as well since they came up. They are overachieving a bit, I would say. I think they'll nullify each other, so this game probably evens itself out. Probably a goal fest, kind of. So I'll go for 2-0 on this. We will get goals for sure. Estoril, who have also done really well since promotion after lockdown. They've surprised me with the way they've been playing. Not that I've watched many of their games, but a few highlights here and there. They look quite good. Obviously, our players from Sporting Bragança, let's not forget, came from here at some point. So they do have a stream of good academy players coming through who tend to step up on the big stage, especially now in the top flight. Morientes looking quite good as well, sitting on 6, where again, Bovista should be. Just said no disrespect to this team here. It's a pretty tough one to call this. I mean, I want to say a draw, but I think there'll be a winner. I just don't know who. It could go either way. I'm gonna go Morientes based on current position, given where they sit at the minute. They do have it in them to come up with a surprise package and get a result away from home. Full 3 points. So I'll go for 2-1 on this one. Benfica, I'm hoping they drop points at home, but Rio can be a bit jammy. They're a bit of a slightly bus parking team. Not as bad as Burnley though, especially under Daesh in the Prem. But they do tend to park quite a bit. I don't know about recently if they've changed their style. They're playing a bit more forward. Not that I think they would. So highly doubt that. I think Benfica though should still get enough here and get past them, get that result, especially at home. At the Luz, full house, loud fans, good atmosphere there. Unlike Sporting, which is okay, mediocre. I mean, we're good as well, but the atmosphere on these nights should get the players past it. So I'm gonna go 3-1. Yeah. Even though Rio tend to park, I think Benfica have good players like Rafa, quite good in attack, can break them down. I mean, they lost their keeping Ramos, who went to PSG. But for me, they've still got enough firepower to break this team down. So they should get 3 at least. Well, 2, 3. I'll go 3 anyway. Rio should probably make a jammy one, so I'll go 3-1 on this. Porto Braga. This is looking like probably the most interesting game of the whole game week here. I want to say Porto drop points because it helps our prospects can go even further more clear at the top. Because for me, these are the favorites of winning the title. I know Benfica are doing well. Sporting, I don't really see us getting it through. They started so well though. Silly points dropped along the way, but I don't think we can see it through. But let's see, time will tell. But for me, the main favorite still, I go with Porto. and they can't be dropping points on a night like this. I mean, they're home. Braga, a good team. They're always in the top 4, if not top 3 sometimes now. When they have the odd upset. I think was it second at one point. I can't really remember. 2-1 Porto. I think they just about get it done at the Dragao, because if they don't, there will be questions asked, and maybe I'll get a bit hopeful. Oh, come on, Braga. Even though I don't like them. I mean, Porto, I do have a little soft spot for them, but I want my main team winning. You can't be having these two. If you noticed, watching this league, it's mainly those two that come up with the title in the end. Porto or Benfica. Sporting have done it very few times. Like, I think it's been what, in the last 20 years or more actually. They've only won it twice. And then if you look at the other two, no surprises. Well, if you're not put Bovista into the mix with the one that they did, that was in 01. So yeah, just a bit more than 20 years. But from 3 title winners, it's just been these two. I think at the minute Porto are quite strong. I know Benfica won it last season. For me, that was a bit of an upset. No shade, by the way. So Benfica fans, don't come at me. But it's a game they got to win, so I'll stick with the 2-1. But hopefully not. I hope I'm wrong. Like, I hope Braga can pull something out the bag at Dragao on quite late as well. What's wrong with these fixtures? Sunday at 10:30, you know. But yeah, there we go. That's my predictions for this game week in the Portuguese league. Porto obviously got a win in the cup as well. Very convincing win against Estoril, which is probably another reason subconsciously why I think they will get it done at home against Morientes, as I said, 2-1 on that. And Benfica as well, just beaten Braga 3-2 at home at the Luz, so their momentum is quite high. They're looking quite on form, so I think, yeah, pretty much speaks for itself. I don't see Braga coming back and, you know, claiming a point at Dragao. So that's me, your boy, Arne J, Football for Life show, in conjunction with Football Overseas. But yeah, Kyle, there we go. So get this up and then we'll see what happens, how many come through. And for all those fans, if you got an opinion on any of the games that I've covered, like I did say, many I'll be doing the top 3 in the coming weeks. Maybe a bit here and there. The other fixtures, we'll see about that. But top 3 will be covered for sure. We will be looking at the relegation at some point. Probably not now at the minute. It's more about the title. I mean, top 4, really, it speaks for itself. They don't even do a top 4. I think it's top 3 to go to the main Euro Cup. Then I think 4th gets Europa. 5th, I'm not too sure. They'd go for qualifier or just straight to the comedy conference. So, because 3rd gets a qualifier and they have to play for the European Cup. Only top 2 go automatic, unlike England, Spain, Italy. So yeah, the rest of it we'll be looking at later. But for me, it's mainly those teams that I'm saying. So put your predictions as well in the comments. Let's see what you guys think as well. Answer you as well. I'm quite interested to see the rest of you. Carl, you may want to drop yours in, and all the rest of you who kind of watch and view. But yeah, here we go. So, like I said, on a J, Football for Life show, and I'm out. Peace. Good weekend.